Welcome back. Politics over migrants being asked to pay for their fare is currently raging on between the Congress and the BJP. Meanwhile, Railway Ministry sources are telling Network 18 that it is providing tickets to states at a subsidized level of 15%, which means that they are paying for 85% of the travel and states have to bear 15%. They are also providing migrants with food and safety gear. With this clarification, the Railway Ministry is underlying that it is the prerogative now of the state government if they want to charge this 15% from migrants. We can go straight across to Nitish Kumar, the Chief Minister of Bihar, who's speaking on the issue.
हमारे अधिकारियों ने दे दी, किसी प्रकार का कंफ्यूजन नहीं रहना चाहिए। तो जो लोग भी आएंगे यहाँ, उनके लिए जिस स्टेशन पर रेलगाड़ी आएगी, वहाँ से जो जहाँ के निवासी हैं उनके प्रखंड मुख्यालय में ले जाया जाएगा। यहाँ थोड़ी जांच करके और उस प्रखंड मुख्यालय में उनके लिए पूरा का पूरा क्वारंटाइन सेंटर बनाया गया है और इंतजाम किया गया। वहाँ उनको 21 दिन तक रहना है और 21 दिन तक रहने के बाद जब वो निकलेंगे तो उस समय उनको जहाँ फंसे हुए थे जिस राज्य में, वहाँ से यहाँ आने में जितना भी पैसा लगा, रेल का भाड़ा या अन्य प्रकार से उनको पैसा लगा वो, और हम लोग जो क्वारंटाइन सेंटर पे सब तरह का इंतजाम किए, उनके रहने का, उनके भोजन का, आवासन का, उनके चिकित्सा का, सब कुछ देखने का, और जहाँ जहाँ भी क्वारंटाइन सेंटर बनाया गया है हम लोगों ने इंतजाम किया है, हमने निर्देश दिया है और इंतजाम किया। उसी हिसाब से वहाँ पर लोगों के स्नान के लिए, शौचालय के लिए सबका प्रबंध किया गया। तो भोजन और पीने का पानी नहीं, हर प्रकार की सुविधा वहाँ पर उपलब्ध कराई गई है। वहाँ रहेंगे और जब वो निकलेंगे 21 दिन के बाद, तो आने में उनको जितना भी खर्च हुआ बाहर से और उसके अलावे 500 रुपया और राज्य सरकार उनको देगी और मिनिमम 1000 रुपया हर व्यक्ति को जो बाहर से आएंगे उनको दिया जाएगा। और आप जानते हैं जो हमारे बिहार के लोग बिहार के बाहर थे, उनको हम लोगों ने 1000 रुपया देने का निर्णय किया और जो भी उनका एप्लीकेशन आया उस पर विचार करते हुए लगभग 19 लाख लोगों को दिया जा चुका है। अब कुछ ही लोग बचे हैं जिनको देखा जा रहा है और उनको भी मिल जाएगा। तो हम लोग जो भी काम करते हैं लोगों के हित में करते हैं और चाहते हैं कि ये काम हो, लेकिन हमने देखा कि इधर काफ़ी बयानबाजी आ रही है, तो उसको देखते हुए हमने कहा बता दें, वरना लोगों को लाभ मिलता अपने आप लोग बताते। तो ये तय कर दिया है, ये हम लोगों का निर्णय है किया हुआ और इसका अनुपालन भी शुरू हो गया है कोटा से जो हमारे विद्यार्थी आ रहे हैं उनके लिए। तो हम इस बात की जानकारी देना चाहते हैं और सब लोगों से हम यही आग्रह करेंगे कि जो लोग भी बाहर से आ रहे हैं उनको प्रेरित करिएगा और जो क्वारंटाइन सेंटर है उसमें रहें, ये सब के लिए उपयोगी है। और जो भी लॉकडाउन लागू किया गया है, तो हम बिहार के लोगों को इस बात के लिए अभिनंदन करते हैं कि हमारे बिहारवासी अधिकांश, इक्का दुक्का कोई इधर उधर करता होगा, लेकिन अधिकांश लोग, सब लोग नियमों का पालन करते हैं। और वही कारण है कि बिहार को उस तरह से परेशानी नहीं, जो बाहर से आने वाले किसी व्यक्ति के चलते कुछ लोगों को हो गया, जो कि धीरे धीरे बढ़ा है, लेकिन कुल मिलाकर के यहाँ के लोगों में जो जागृति है उसके कारण कम से कम लोगों पर असर पड़ा है। और इस प्रकार से हम लोग जो कोरोना वायरस है उस पर कामयाबी हासिल करें। हम सब लोगों को सचेत रहना, मैं सब लोगों से पुनः अपील करूंगा, भयभीत होने की जरूरत नहीं।
Let me go across to Maria Shakil, our political editor, who's joining us live on the story. Pallavi Ghosh is with us as well. Maria, will every chief minister now have to step out and say whether or not the state has paid for this Shramik train that is bringing back laborers? Because Bihar is now very clearly saying that we have footed the bill. Yes. The 15% that the states are expected to foot.
Yes, because sources in the Railways Ministry are also saying, Shreya, that the bills have been sent to the respective states as well. And at the same time, as the government sources clearly indicate, 85% of the bills have been taken care of by the Indian Railways. This came, of course, in response to when the Congress president actually said this morning that the Congress various Pradesh committees will be taking care of the cost of this travel of the migrant laborers. I think the larger question here, what we are hearing from Nitish Kumar after a long time, Shreya. So, it's important for us to highlight that, we were repeatedly saying as to why is Nitish Kumar silent. For him to say that I'm taking care of all the expenses is important and it's critical at this juncture. He's clearly saying that it's the state government of Bihar which has not charged the migrants because Bihar was, of course, Shreya, being blamed for not taking care of the migrants, a state which has the highest percentage of migrants outside the state, and hence it had the greater responsibility of ensuring that it has first spoken to chief ministers of other states to ensure that the sending state and the receiving state, that there has to be a joint petition, and then only the center responds to that petition of arranging for the trains. Now for Nitish Kumar to say clearly that we are bearing the cost and the centre now clearly highlighting, as sources are saying, that 85% of the expenses are being taken care of by the railways. Railways board on itself says that because they did not want overcrowding, that is the reason why this cost was put and that is the reason, of course, that percentage cost was being taken care of by the respective states.
Pallavi, was it really necessary to play politics over something like this? After all, it's up to the states whether they decide to pay or they decide to make migrants pay. There are some states like Bihar that are coming out and saying, look, we are the ones who have footed this 15% bill. There are other states that have not. But was it really necessary for the Congress party to play politics over this?
Well, if you go in from the Congress's point of view, they of course will say that if we hadn't spoken out, if Sonia Gandhi hadn't spoken out today, then maybe those clarifications which are coming in and pouring in from the BJP and the state governments would not have actually poured in. Shreya, I think let's move away from this cliche we often use about doing politics over these issues. The fact is that politically speaking, we have to also accept the fact, and I'm saying it not because I cover the Congress party also, but Shreya, it is a political match which is being played out between the opposition and the BJP, and certainly it's triggered off a very strong reactions coming in from the BJP and the BJP supported governments, state governments, and those clarifications which are coming in from the railway ministry as well as from the central government. Till now, it was an area which was giving a lot of damage and I would say a lot of criticism to the central government. I mean, you talk about feeling for the migrant workers, but look at the sequence of events. The migrant workers were first not being allowed to go back. There was pressure on the central government. Finally, the MHA allowed them to go back. Then there was this whole debate about, are there sufficient buses? Shouldn't trains be allowed to be roped in? They were roped in. And then the question of fares. The question, of course, arises over here is that if the migrant workers are wanting to go back to their states or to their homes because they don't have money or a means of livelihood, then is it really fair to expect them to shell out that even that minimal amount of fare? And second, the point which Maria is making about the reason, one of the reasons given for asking them to pay for the tickets is to control the crowds. But will it control the crowds? Isn't that checking happening at the point of filling in those forms and the applications? I would say, politically speaking, and as a political reporter, when you want to step back and watch the situation, it certainly was a cat being thrown among the pigeons kind of a stand being taken by the Congress party, which has led to that clarifications really coming in from the state government.
All right, we'll leave it there for the moment. Maria, thank you very much for joining us. Pallavi, thanks very much for getting your